Logan, managing that win after that win against Cleveland, what do you guys do to get ready for this next series, 7 games long?
We enjoy it. We had a good couple days, good bus ride here, and then yesterday was a nice off day. Just soak it all in. Now we're at the point where these are the times where, it's fun. Now it's a lot of fun. It's fun to be here. We're very thankful and grateful to be here, but, we have a lot of work to do. We know Wilkes-Barre is a fast, skilled team. They love transitioning. They love playing with the puck. So for us, it's about slowing that down.
You guys had arguably the first 3 games of that last series, not what you were looking for. Do you feel you reached the point there in that 5th game that's the game that you're looking to play throughout 60 minutes?
Yeah, Cleveland, like I said, Cleveland was a great team. They were same thing, very skilled, good transitioning, good structure, but well coached. But we weren't happy with the way we played pretty much the whole series. But the positive out of that is that we came out on top, and we always found a way. And a lot of that is doing it for each other and believing in each other and believing in ourselves. But for sure, we have a lot of room to get better in this series. In 7 games, it's a longer series. It's the first time some of these guys have been through that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to it.
Feels like there's a lot of guys that are in uncharted territory here at the moment. The conference final, deep in the playoffs as well. Is there a lot to be learned in this situation too for not only the vets but some of these young guys?
100%. You learn as you go here, and the biggest thing you can get from this is the experience. So obviously, the further you go, the more games you play. It's great for everybody, whether you're young or old, or looking to prove yourself, looking to prove to the team, looking to earn a contract, whatever it is. It's the experience here that's going to pay off for a lot of guys. And again, just being together every day, a couple more months, couple more, everyone had extended leases. It's nice. It's a nice problem to have. And like I said, we're very grateful to be here.
Obviously not an ideal situation when you get behind in a series like you have, but does that sort of almost give you confidence now that you've gone through it, in these last 2 rounds where, winner take all on the road and you're able to, battle through? Does that sort of just give you confidence here moving into the, the conference final round?
Yeah, for sure. We've kind of went through that a lot this year, whether we were up and blew some leads or whether we were down and kind of came back in the third. We're a resilient team. The one thing I will say about our team is we'll never stop working. Doesn't matter the score, up 3-0, down 3-0, we'll work to the end. And it's definitely a learning experience for this group. You lose a lot more energy and you expend more energy when you're chasing a game. So we don't want to, it's hard to, you can't really afford to do that in conference finals, but Wilkes-Barre is a dangerous team for sure. So for us, it's just about focusing and sticking to our game plan and trying to slow them down.
Everyone talks about, the intangibles this time of year, and you kind of already touched on it, just how much, the care, within the locker room. Do you feel like that sort of is what puts teams over the top, this time of year where, obviously everyone's friends, but, that real camaraderie kind of pushes teams over the top?
Yeah, for sure. I think the biggest thing in this league is you have to have guys that want to play and want to be here at this time of the year. Sometimes it's tough when all your buddies are home and the sun's out and everyone's, out starting to enjoy the weather outside back in their hometowns. It definitely gets tough. But now, we're here. We're here now. There's 4 teams left. I think everyone on our team is bought in and realize that we have a special group, and it's it's a lot of fun to play at this time of the year. So again, like I said, we're grateful and thankful and just happy to be here.
I don't mean to pick on you as one of the older guys, but you sort of I don't want to say not take this for granted, but you kind of realize the opportunity at hand here. It's not something that could come around every season.
Yeah, absolutely. It sounds like you did pick on me a little bit for being old, but I think it's it's hard to get here, right? A lot of guys in this dressing room, even the older guys, have never been this far. Some of the young guys might think it might happen every year when you get here this early in your career, but it's, they'll realize as they go along that it's harder than you think to get here, and don't take it for granted. And for us, it's just about taking advantage of it.